Welcome back, dear viewers. And now we are joined over the phone by Dr. Hesham Abdel, Economic Development Advisor. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. As we are talking on the developmental projects that were carried out in Egypt, especially in Sinai Peninsula, and the government's effort to develop this important area in Egypt, especially 50 years after the October War. How do you evaluate the developmental projects in Sinai Peninsula?
Indeed. Well, congratulations to all Egyptians and Arabs on this golden jubilee of the October victory.
Yes.
The Sinai Peninsula has always been quite a strategic asset for Egypt, and the integration of Sinai as part of our economic and sovereign entities and developments is an essential task that has been the vision of His Excellency the President Sisi for many reasons. Strategically, Sinai is our extension into Asia,
Yes.
And economically, Sinai is very well positioned to be a link between the old world and the new world, between Asia and Europe and the Americas and so on. But also Sinai is the land of wealth. It has so many types of minerals and opportunities in terms of manpower, in terms of marine and touristic attractions and so on. So the development of Sinai has taken many facets. The most substantial ones have been in the tourism area, but also infrastructure. And we are aware of quite a number of projects that focus on that particular region of Egypt. My favorite ones are the expansion of the Suez Canal and the Suez Canal Economic Zone. Those two are very interesting because the first one, which
Yes.
is extending the 145 years old Suez Canal, has cost around $8.6 billion, and it was finished 2 years in advance of its schedule in 2015, only 1 year after His Excellency the President taking over. It has basically doubled the capacity to almost 100 ships. The interesting fact, in my view, is that the revenues have grown from less than $5 billion in 2014 to over $14 billion in 2023. And that is quite a substantial accomplishment. It employs almost 500,000 people directly and indirectly. It offers huge opportunity for development of Sinai in particular.
Yes, Dr. Hesham, also you were talking about the Suez Canal Economic Zone, and this is a mega project that aims to transform 461 square kilometers and 60 new ports along the Suez Canal into a vibrant hub for international commerce and industry. And the project will connect 1.6 billion consumers across Europe, Asia, Africa, and Gulf to Egypt's own growing market of more than 90 million people. The project also will help develop the Sinai Peninsula, which has been a priority for the government, as we were just talking about that. And it will help also in creating 1 million new jobs and attracting $55 billion in investments by 2030. So what's your take on this?
In my perspective, those numbers are extremely impressive. Let me take you to the other side of investment, foreign direct investment. One of the most important revenue streams in terms of forex, foreign exchange, foreign currency for Egypt is foreign direct investment.
Yes.
Yes, we have challenges. Yes, we have Ukraine war and the pandemic and so on. But our GDP has doubled from 2014 to 2019 in 5 years. Before the pandemic. Our foreign reserves, foreign currency reserves, have tripled from 9.5 to over 25, and so on and so forth. So The economy has been growing, it says 2.9 in 2014, 5.2, almost double. So that particular project and other projects that aim at increasing our earnings in foreign currency are critical for our economy. That particular project has already attracted companies from Singapore, from Saudi Arabia, and from China and others in the petrochemical, garment manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, and mining. So it is going well. It needs to be probably supercharged because, as you said, by 2030 it will attract over $55 billion in investment. That's the vision that our government is developing.
So, sir, also the importance of connecting Sinai to the rest of the country by building bridges and roads to facilitate the movement. How do you evaluate this network of roads?
This is quite strategic. I have to say, many people do not pay attention to the benefits that are beside facilitating transportation.
Yes.
This network, which is over 7,000 kilometers, that cost us around $14 billion.
Yes.
And believe it or not, it will be completed by next year. That is the good news. But the benefits are way beyond just facilitating transportation. Savings on fuel. That is huge saving for the economy and the people, directly to the people's pockets. The environment. We had very, very disastrous levels of pollution in Cairo. This is decreasing with time. Yeah, I mean, we have to really look at the reduction of traffic accidents. Our road tolls, which is the number of accidents or deaths caused by accidents, was one of the highest in the world. It has decreased significantly since the new transport projects are taking place. So we have to keep in mind that these investments do not aim only at just facilitating the daily commute. It also attracts foreign direct investment. How can you transfer or transport your commodities? How can you move things around? The airports, the ports. We have built 7 new ports on the Mediterranean.
Yes.
And more are coming. So it's quite significant, I must say, particularly for Sinai. That is, again, it's the golden jewel that connects West and East, and it will always be, even with the new routes that are viewed to be a challenge for the Suez Canal. Again, Sinai will be the key.
Yes, finally, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Hesham Abdel Salam, Economic Development Advisor. Thank you for being with us today. And by that, dear viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of Cairo Local Time. Thank you for watching.